This is a brand new Sonic MSS cabinet. So what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna show you all 8 of the pre-configurations that I put together myself, knowing and building all these garages over the last decade. The pricing of these cabinets, we've negotiated with Sonic to kind of get these down as low as possible to make it available to as many people as possible. And I want to show you how it looks and why you're going to want it. It's freaking awesome. I think the greatest thing of Sonic is the ecosystem. Foam inlays, really great tools, awesome cabinets, fit, finish, function, form. It's what I aspire to have. It's the entire package. When you put it all together, it's what I think all us car guys want to have in our garage. That's what Sonic embodies. That's what these cabinets get us. And MSS is going to get us a lower barrier to entry to get to that sort of level of perfection of organization that we all aspire to have. This is a 5-drawer, 26-inch wide. They'll generally come on a pallet like this, and then all you do is pull the straps off and then lift straight up. We're gonna be able to ship them with tools as well.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's legit. I like, see, the previous gen wasn't as flush like this.
Yeah.
So they have a new kind of drawer design, very a la their Next toolboxes. This is technically called MSS Next. So it's like a blue-gray gunmetal. They're gonna come in this fashion. But the thing about Sonic that I love, fit, finish, you know, all the corners, all the edges.
Yeah.
The powder coating is really, really well done. This is the same level of powder coating that you're getting on the MSS Plus stuff at almost double the price. Getting much, much more obscure badging, which I think looks way better, way cleaner.
Nice little shocks. I like it a lot. Mike, what do you think?
Pretty good.
Very nice.
It'll look pretty good in your garage.
Yes, it will. We're doing these in my garage. Whole build series, Mike. Many things. It's going to be quite the transformation.
All right, so I think what we need to do is get these all unboxed, and then we'll show everybody the first array. Just think about how good this is going to look like in somebody's garage. So one of the great parts about these is the assembly is so easy.
Yeah, probably the easiest cabinets to install, honestly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your base cabinet set up in place. You're gonna loosely level them. Then you're gonna install your wire pipes. There's 2 different versions. There's a wire pipe that's a little wider that goes between 2 cabinets that marry together. And then there's a wire pipe that's just for an end. Then remove your drawers so that you can tighten the wire pipes.
You don't need to access any of the back for this. You can assemble it from the front.
You're gonna finish level them. Then you're gonna install your back panels, which is super simple. It's just a couple of screws and you slip on your back panels. And if you're installing a closet, that would be next. You'd install your closet and marry the 2 together. And the locker can go on either side of the array. You can, if you're just choosing to do one locker, it can go on right or left, doesn't matter. Then you're gonna install your upper cabinets on, get those tightened up, and then you're gonna install your toe kicks.
And you're done, piece of cake. So I'm a little reluctant to dig into price here because the price will fluctuate over time. This video is going to live forever. But just to give you a frame of reference, this is our starter array. The way that we were able to make this work is I put together pre-configured solutions and we limited our SKUs so we can stock narrow and deep. And so then Sonic gave us very specific pricing in order to make this more palatable. So this array here, as you see it, uppers, back panels, wire pipes, countertop, lowers, kick plates, closet. Today in 2025, the end of 2025 is $5,400, and it looks like $54,000, Mike. It looks freaking good. And so cabinets are pretty simple, pretty basic. You have adjustable closet, so you have adjustable shelving. The top shelf is fixed. The other 1, 2, 3, 4 are adjustable, and you have about 4 inches in between, so 4 inches of adjustability. They do ship with, all the cabinets ship with these. You're probably gonna punt these straight in the trash, but that does come with some liners. We have uppers with hydraulic struts that keep it into position. The back panels are fixed They do have a perforated back panel. We opted not to bring those. Maybe someday we'll have those, but for now, we like the fixed version of the back panels. And then you have your dual, in this particular array, your dual 34-inch wide drawers. There are 9 drawers, 8 being the typical, 2-inch type, and then the bottom being a 5. So the top of this is 67 5/8, and then your countertop depth right at 19 3/4. The cabinets are right at 33 wide. They call them a 34. Your internal dimension of your drawers is 29.5 by 17. Just to give you frame of reference, the internal height is 2 3/8, and then the lower cabinet or the lower drawer is 5.5 tall, just to give you guys an idea. And what was our width, do you remember? So it's 90 5/8 wide. Your overall depth with the wire pipe is 21. So you're 21, you flush it up to the wall. Internal dimension of the cabinet, the upper cabinet is 10.5 by 33 internal dimension. Your height internally is about 14. And then your overall height of this, to give you a frame of reference, and we'll have all these specs dialed in on the OG website. Your overall height is like 79 1/4, depending on how you level the feet and how much adjustment you need to have. But this is array number 1, and it looks incredible. Array number 2.
Yeah, Matt's gone, everybody. He's in a meeting, so I'm taking over here. So sorry, bear with me. So the only difference between this and the previous array, the first array, is the closet itself. Instead of a 24-inch single door, this is a 36-inch 2-door. So I think we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. I have them evenly spaced in here. Plenty of storage room. I mean, it's a nice sized array. So let's give you a overall dimension, huh? 102 3/4 inches long. And that's with the top. The top cantilever's over just a little bit. So 102 3/4. All the other measurements are the same, yeah.
What do you think about these here?
What do I think about them? I like them a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I like the color, I like the fit, the finish, I like the price point, of course.
Yeah.
I'm putting these in my garage, for sure.
All right, Mike, set number 3.
I think it changes completely from this. Okay, so this is array number 3. So the smaller 24-inch closet, and then these are the 5-drawer that measure to be 26 and we'll call it 9/16. So total length 110 5/8. This is a pretty functional setup here, because you got the big drawers for like larger tools and stuff, and then all your hand tools in here. Nice stainless top.
I do like the 5-drawer, having the 5-drawer.
Yeah, you need deeper drawers for bigger stuff, because I do like having the thinner drawers for screwdrivers and wrenches and shallow sockets. But if you need a set of deep sockets, you'd have to put them in that bottom drawer, because I don't know that deep sockets would be, probably not, because these are only like, 2 7/16. So this is a good mix. I like this a lot. And you don't need a real wide drawer all the time, so this works out well if you're limited on space.
Yeah, like if you just have this on a little nook corner.
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about. Like, well, why don't we have another closet over here? You do like this look. Plus, if you're building this against a corner wall, like let's say there's another wall coming this way, this is a nice way to end it. Have it in like you said, in a little nook area.
Yeah, or in my case, I have a door there and I don't like how a locker feels.
Yeah, because it gives you that closed-in feeling. Yeah. So again, this locker could go on this side or this side. Same array. You can choose right or left.
So setup number 4. Huh?
Yeah, setup number 4 next. This is pretty easy. I'm telling you, these are so easy to put together. It's kind of like, man's Legos. So, array number 4. 36-inch locker, 26.5-inch wide 9-drawer, 33 1/4-inch 9-drawer, and a 26.5 5-drawer. So total width on this is 122 9/16. So what do you think about this one, Mike? I think this is a nice size.
You get one of each cabinet.
Yeah, so you still have your deep drawers,
You got 7 deep drawers. And then what do you have here? You have 8 plus another 8, 16, right? 16 shallow drawers. And this locker is awesome. I love the big lockers. I'm definitely doing 36s in my garage. Yeah, this is nice. Of course, you get your uppers. You got a 26 half, a 33 quarter, and another 26 half. But that's a nice size. So the countertop length, I think it's 86 half. It is 86 half.
Yeah, so this is the last of the half setups.
Yeah, everything else is going to be flanked with lockers. So, you know, and again, you can put that 36 on the left or the right. It makes no difference. It goes either way. And I mean, theoretically, you could change these around too. You don't have to lay it out like this. Yeah. You could put the big wide one over here and whatever. But so if I was doing this, I'd have audio up here and here. Put my AV equipment in here. My charging. Yeah. Core 59s, of course, Mike. Nothing but the best. And then I'd put charging stations in here for all my, you know, battery-powered polishers and Milwaukee stuff. See, this is what I like about this array, is I have a lot of Milwaukee tools, so, you know, I don't know that the saw would fit in, the circular saw wouldn't fit in here, but for sure all your impacts and your electric ratchets and your rotor hammer, your surge. I gotta have an M12 surge, you know, something like that. Whatever, Milwaukee, Makita, whatever, DeWalt, it's all good. It'll all fit.
All right, Mike, let's do set number 5 here.
5, huh? All right, really running me hard, Mike. All right, done.
What do you think about this thing?
I like this a lot. Yeah.
So this is TV.
This is yeah. So everybody, the cabinets they're purposely missing because this is meant to have, you know, I think you put a pretty big TV here, at least a 75, maybe even an 85. Anyway, so this is a 24-inch locker, 26 half 5 drawer, 33 quarter 9 drawer, 33 quarter 9 drawer, 26 half 5 drawer, and then another 24-inch locker. So total length of this array is 168 inches. Countertop's 120. So this is a nice size, actually. I think this would fit in the, you know, your average garage without a problem, you know. So
Yeah, I would say this is like the sweet spot.
I think so.
This look,
Yeah.
Symmetrical.
Yeah. So what do we have a right now cost on this array somewhere? So it's $10,364.64.
Wow.
That's really specific.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I mean, I would rather save up and buy this than rush into getting something from Depot or Harbor Freight or whatever.
And if you get Husky cabinets, you're not getting the Sonic tools.
No. So this is, yeah, that's the other thing to mention is if you want Sonic foam inlays, you want Sonic cabinets. They fit ideally inside. No space, no messing around, no trim and foam. So I think this is what you want. And I think these look better than really any other cabinet. And unless you get really expensive and you get into Rousseau or, you know, this MSS Plus, but these are really good. So, and by the way, the doors for the closets are reversible. So you can go the other direction. So these pins are spring loaded and then they can go here. And then these magnets, there are little pockets here. You can swap the magnets, put them here so the door closes the opposite way.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
I could see this, you know, in your space, Mike. I could just kind of.
Yeah. Look, Mike, I have a mess up. Look at that. I didn't push the cap down all the way. There we go. We're fixed. That's really better. So, little teaser. It's going to be basically the same array with 36-inch closets. So let's do it. This one measures 192 on the money. So there's that. And then it's still a 10-foot countertop. If you got the room for it, having the big lockers would be nice. So you still have your two 26 and a half 5 drawers and your two 33 and a quarter 9 drawers. So this will be obviously, again, same array as the last, but bigger closet. So still a big TV. I wonder, let's see, roughly, let's just say So diagonally, because that's how TVs are measured, easily going to be probably a 75. I don't know what the width of 75 is between, but we have 66.5 between the uppers. So you can start looking at TV sizes that'll fit. So 66.5. And then I always like to have the TV, I don't want the TV too low anyway, because you want center, eye level for me is these two holes here. So you figure your TV is going to poke up above here, which is great because then all your cabling can run behind and tie into your electrical behind the cabinets. That way you don't see anything. So it makes it look clean. So all you're really going to do is grab a TV mount, some self-tapping screws, get your mount on the back panel, and then hang your TV. Then audio, you're all set.
Okay, so this is array number 7. Obviously you see something's missing. We're waiting for one upper, but we wanted to get this video out there for you guys, so we're just showing you what it is. Imagine we have another upper right here, the same size as this cabinet. It'll finish it off. So why don't we measure it? I'll show you. This is the second largest array that we've created. 225.5. And then our countertop space, 153.25. That's a pretty good size counter. So, what else is there to say? You have the 26.5. There's two of those that flank the 33/4. So 26.5, 33/4, 33/4, 33/4, 26.5, and then two 36-inch closets or lockers. And then obviously you'll have the 5 overhead garage door style upper cabinets. Plenty of room for tools. Lots of room for, larger stuff like polishers, Milwaukee tools, DeWalt, Makita, whatever you fancy. So
This is a good length.
this is a nice array. Yeah, this will fit in I think most garages, because this is below, what did I say the length was? Yeah, so if you have a 20-foot garage, which is 240 inches wide, this will fit. This would take up the entire wall. Assuming you have a side door entrance on, in the house. If it was on the back wall, it wouldn't work, but anywhere else it will. But yeah, very nice.
All right, everybody, this is the Maddie spec. This is like, if you have the room, this is what you want. So currently today, this is insane. This is 16,000 bucks. This is like 5,000 or 6,000 bucks less than what the previous generation was, and it's way better. I mean, it just looks incredible, especially on the slate gray. Like that combination of slate gray and of Swiss tracks and the cabinet array is freaking special. So I love symmetry if you can help it. And so you have the 34 down the middle, the dual flanking 26/9 drawers. Obviously you got 34s next to that, and then you got the 5 drawer for your bulk stuff. TV spec in the middle, you can fit as big of a display as you want. And then you have your upper storage as well. I love having this extra counter space. But just to give you a frame of reference, so we're 278 5/8 in length, so that's 23 feet, 2 5/8 inches of awesomeness. And then, what is the countertop height on this? Countertop height on our current feet level is 39.5. And then, I don't want to scratch up my countertops, but there's 206.25 inches of countertop space. That's pretty freaking sick, if you ask me. And then I love this here. You've got 24 inches of countertop headroom between the countertop and your cabinet. And so this, if you can fit it, this is what you want. And so this is the 8th array that we've kind of put together to show you. This would be the ultimate version. And of course, in the future, you'll be able to do custom, or you can put multiple arrays together as well. And that's going to be our suggestion, is that you put together, at least initially, if you saw 2 different of the arrays we've shown you, if you've like two of them or 3 of them, the best pricing, the best way to get this would be to buy multiple versions of the pre-configured arrays. Custom is coming, but the custom stuff will be, a little further down the road. You have a 3 to 4 month build time or delivery time if you're going to go custom. And so our design and our main goal for MSS is to make it in stock, available, shippable within days, and that's what we're hoping to accomplish here. But look at how good this looks. My intention also, I will have a OG master collection that would fit in these two cabinets, where you'd fit, essentially 16 drawers worth of tools with 3 or 4 specialties that you would add to it to get the full master collection of tools. Because remember, Sonic, I think the main purpose is to live within the ecosystem of tools and cabinets. That combination combined, I'm thinking about, maybe I should just leave this here instead of putting the MSS Plus stuff. It looks so good. So you made it this far in the video, you're thinking about cabinets, you're on the fence, what should I do? Should I go to the big box store and buy something? Should I go to the Ultimate and go to a Russo or a Lista or Moduline or something like that? Should I go to that level? Where these fit, we're close to the Huskies, the Gladiators. New Age is in a different price point, but we're close, much closer in price to get into sort of dealership level stuff. I mean, the original design of this was for European car dealerships, and so you're getting a fit, finish, structure. Just the height of the counters are proper for work. The drawer glides, I think these aren't Russo drawer glides. They're not 440-pound drawer glides. But I mean, when are you ever putting more than a couple 100 pounds in a drawer? The drawer glides are appropriate. The drawer sizes are appropriate to fit the exact foam inlays, or really, I mean, if you had this many drawers, you'd be able to fit whatever the heck you wanted. I've touched pretty much every cabinet that exists, and I don't know how to explain it, but the fit, finish, function, ecosystem, countertop height, the way that they bolt together, the way that I install it, you put all those things together and you end up with, I think, in this price point, the best cabinet that you can get. So you're gonna come up a little bit from the big box cabinets, you're gonna come down, you have the ability to come down in pricing from, say, the dealership flagship stuff, and you're gonna get that same fit, finish, and look and function. And these cabinets are gonna last you for the rest of your life. So I'm a believer, I'm certain that every garage in America should have these darn cabinets. They're good.